what you have done and what was your itinerary. So you're always kind of watched and you're always traveling with someone. So, but in Eritrea case, I was fully independent. I mean, initially I had the idea that I wanted to have a guide because I wanted to travel around us. I think comparing Eritrea with North Korea is just pure disrespect, and I think it just doesn't do the justice to the country. Ladies and gentlemen, we just made it back to Addis Ababa. As I left Eritrea, I can actually now talk and speak my mind. I can tell you all my impressions about the country, which is one of the most secretive countries in the world and definitely in Africa. I have a very interesting takeaway. I think in general, Eritrea has bad reputation online, especially by the YouTubers who is most of the time calling it North Korea of Africa. I personally think that that is very disrespectful, and I think it doesn't really reflect the reality of the country. I know lots of you have watched lots of North Korea videos. I have done lots of research about the country, and North Korea is, I think, completely different story than Eritrea. My feelings and my impressions of the country was that I was very free. There was nobody bothering me. There was nobody assigned to me as a guide. For example, sometimes you travel some countries that they require you to have a guide. So there's always local person that follows you around, but then afterwards it reports it to the government. Where have you been? What you have done? And what was your itinerary? So you're always kind of watched and you're always traveling with someone. So but in Eritrea case, I was fully independent. I mean, initially I had the idea that I wanted to have a guide because I wanted to travel around Asmara, but it didn't work out because as soon as my guide figured out that I am a YouTuber, I make videos, he just stepped back, and I could feel his discomfort with me filming and being there. So we agreed that, okay, just drive me to the hotel, and that's all about it. Like, I don't want to travel with you because I want to film everything I experience, and you being with me will not be helpful to me, especially when you don't want to be filmed. And you know my style of the videos, which is like it's running for 5-10 minutes in one clip without cuts. So I don't want someone else to be next to me that actually is very uncomfortable to be on camera. So that was one side of the story. So from being freely, independently traveling the country, I was completely fine. No one bothered me. Did I feel like someone was watching me all the time? Not at all. Did police or army just stopped me in the middle of the road and said, "Don't film here"? Not at all. I filmed almost every beautiful building I have seen without even thinking about it. The banks and old buildings, opera house, or any other place. And there was nobody that stopped me from filming. Not only the authorities, but also local people been super welcoming. Of course, you could feel that they were uneasy, like they didn't want to be filmed in some cases. They were like hiding their face, or they just